Some believers are always striving, wrapped up in striving and striving, but never about becoming beautiful. What does a bride do in a bridal chamber? A bride spends that time getting ready, getting beautiful. And that's a difference, and not, of course, these are generalities, and every man and woman are different, but there are generalities that are part of our nature, and I will never understand it, and I know many people who are married will never understand how your bride goes into the bathroom and spends like an hour, 2 hours becoming beautiful. And there's all sorts of things going on and all sorts of things happening there I don't understand. And it's like a whole paint kit, like it's beyond anything I've ever imagined. And there are little machines, and you hear things, you don't know what's going on, don't question it. She comes out beautiful, good. But it's a difference. And it's, again, everybody's different, but this is something in many women. And that is, but the bride is what? She goes to a bridal chamber to become beautiful. When I had the wedding, those who remember when I got married, it was, I joke because I did a wedding once and the bride came an hour late. I said, well, it never happened. It was 2 hours late for my wedding because someone said, I'll do all the hair, for all the bridal party, but apparently the bridal party didn't like what happened to their hair, and so it took about 2 hours. But preparation, a bride goes to the bridal chamber to get ready, to prepare to become beautiful. And so what is this earth, this earthly life? We're heading for heaven. Heaven is the marriage. This earth is the bridal chamber. So what does it mean? What are you supposed to be spending your time here? You're spending your time not to get more money. That's not your goal. Not to become rich, not to have people like you. You're to spend your time here to become more beautiful. Whatever happens, and more beautiful doesn't mean on the outside. It means a real beauty. Meaning you're to become a more beautiful person. When you leave this life, you want to be ready for the Lord. You want to be a beautiful person, a loving person, an unselfish person, a holy person. That's why you're here. That's your aim every day. Lord, how can I become more beautiful? How can I become more godly, more pure, more joyous, more loving, more unselfish? That's what it's about. Now, the dawn, comes on the earth, but the moon is a light in and of itself. The moon is a light. You look up at night, it's the light of the night. So it's not enough to have brightness in your life. Maturity comes when you become a light. It's not enough to have received joy. You are to become joy. A new believer comes to the light. A mature believer is a light. Shines the light. From what you're, so that's the move. Who is this as beautiful? The bride is as beautiful as the moon. What kind of light is the light of the moon? Well, the light of dawn is a beautiful light. It kind of peaks out and then changes, but the light of the moon doesn't change. It's steady. It's consistent. It's always there. It's a glowing light. Being a believer, it's a glowing light at night. Moses glowed, seeing God. He came down the mountain, had to cover up his face because he was glowing, because he saw God. So when we have experiences of God, we glow. It's good to glow. I told you when I came to the Lord, he said, you're glowing, you should glow. But on the other hand, fireflies also glow. For a second, then they go off. It's like a lot of believers. They're second, then they're back to the old. Remember, in some ever as a kid go catching fireflies? You have a jar, and you'd see them glow, but then they're gone. You're looking, where are they? You only see them when they glow. Look here when they glow. And they between the glows, you don't see them. Well, that's how many believers are. One moment, hey, I have joy, I have this, but then not. Where's the fire that was there yesterday? Gone. Well, the glow of the moon isn't like that. The moon doesn't glow and then go out. It's not like a firefly. It always glows. The bride is to have a steady glow, the steady glow of the Lord. So she moves from one, she becomes a light. You are to become a light. When you watch the moon, it's very steady. Just stays there, but steady. So, in growing, we can't become the light unless we become steady in God. Steady, still, quiet. She's a light, the moon, It's a light, and the bride of God is as beautiful as the moon. What kind of light is the moon? The light of the moon, there's no fire there. There's no energy there. It's a vessel that is a light because it's reflecting the light. What we call moonlight is really just sunlight. It's all sunlight. Whatever the moonlight you see at night, it's sunlight. It's sunlight reflected becomes the moonlight. God is the sun. God is the light. We are the moon. With his sunlight, when the moon is covered, when the face of the moon is in the sun, is looking at the sun, it becomes filled with the light of the sun. When Moses came down the mountain, he was glowing with what light? The light of God. He was looking at God. That's why he was glowing with God. It was all reflected light. The bride is as beautiful as the moon. Why? Because she reflects the light of the sun. Her light is reflected. Her beauty is all in reflecting. So the key of all the beauty of the church, the beauty of us, is all in one thing, that we reflect the light of him. With you. I can't on my own. I can't be beautiful. I can't shine. I can't do anything good on myself, and neither can you. You don't have to love with your love. It's hard to try to love to generate the love when you don't have it. You don't have to. You reflect the love of God, and it becomes your love. You don't have to be righteous with your righteousness, trying to be righteous, trying to be good. You just have to reflect the righteousness, the goodness of God, and you become good. He's called Adonai Tzidkenu, the Lord, our righteousness. You don't have to minister your ministry. What you have to do is just reflect his ministering, and then you will minister your ministry. You don't have to be pure. You have to reflect the light of the one who is pure, and his purity will become your purity. It says, be ye perfect. How can you be perfect? How can you possibly be perfect? Well, you can on your own, but you can't. But you can reflect the perfection of him, and in that you become perfect.
To find out how you can receive more of Jonathan's teachings, to receive special free gifts, or get in touch, go to hopeoftheworld.org or call toll-free 1-800-YESHUA-1. That's hopeoftheworld.org or call 1-800-YESHUA-1. That's 1-800-937-4821. You can also get more at Jonathan Cahn's Facebook page or write us direct at Hope of the World, Box 1111, Lodi, New Jersey 07644, USA. Hope of the World is dedicated to the goal of spreading God's Word and salvation to every land and people. We do this by spreading the Word throughout the world and sponsoring compassion projects to the most poor and needy around the earth. To get in touch or have a part in God's work, just write to Hope of the World, Box 1111, Lodi, New Jersey 07644, USA. Or go to hopeoftheworld.org or call 1-800-YESHUA-1. That's 1-800-937-4821.